Thank you guys. caPs, thanks again for joining me for this interview.
Thank you.
Congrats on taking Match of the Week.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the draft first, because whenever I see a Yasuo, I never know who's going to play it in the end. So how do you choose who's going to play Yasuo? Because here you could have flexed it anywhere, basically.
I mean, it used to be a requirement on G2 to play a lot of different champs. This year it's the Yasuo, so we've seen it in 3 roles now. And let's see when Yankees and Saga can pull it out as well.
All right. Who would you say is the best? No, you know what? Rank the Yasuo players at G2, from the best one to the worst one.
If maybe I'm flagging and watching them, they should probably turn it off now. Because I'll obviously choose myself as number 1.
Of course.
I beat Faker and Yasuo.
Right.
I think that BB and Flagged are both really good Yasuos, but I would probably put BB slightly above Flagged.
Okay.
I think Flagged is really good for an AD carry, Yasuo, and I think if he keeps playing it, he will look even better in the future.
All right, we'll need to see all the Yasuo players from G2, obviously. But let's talk about your week. Losing against PDS yesterday, but I mean, they went toe-to-toe against Fnatic today. So how do you reflect on that game you had against them?
I mean, it was kind of a disaster. I think I was dying a lot in the early game, especially. I died a lot, and then we kind of came up back in the game, but it just wasn't enough to close it out in the end. Today it was a lot better early game. I don't think we really died much. And then when it came to like the Drake fights, the skirmishes, we were just winning them. So I think a lot better play from us.
It's always super random with best of ones. Obviously anything can happen, but I was talking to Jamberg earlier and telling him that XL may be one of the best performing teams in the LEC. He still told me that G2 is the best. How do you react to that?
I mean, I appreciate that. I think that, I mean, obviously we won the spring, so I can understand that we're still like the team to beat. But at the same time, we saw yesterday we can lose to BDS, we can lose to everyone. I think all the teams in Europe have their own strengths and can be really good on the day. Yeah. So we will have to bring our A game if we want to win every game. When
I see the way all the teams are performing right now, it feels like the LEC is more competitive, let's say. Do you agree?
I mean, for sure, I think it's more competitive than the last split. And even like, I think some of the previous splits I played on, I think especially like the Battle for Worlds is going to be really interesting. And I feel like there's a lot of teams that can take it, where usually it's not that many. So it's going to be really fun to see.
Yeah, that week was interesting, for sure. Last question for you, caPs. I know your whole family is here in the audience and they were here for you this weekend. Anything you want to tell them? You can go in Danish, but you have to translate afterwards. Because I don't speak that language.
Jeg vil bare sige tak fordi I kom og støtter mig. Selvom vi tabte i går, så er jeg glad for, at I er her. Og at vi vinder i dag, det er bare super.
That was really cool. And thank you guys for coming, of course. Thank you, caPs, for the interview. Congrats on taking the Match of the Week. And we're going to take a break now. We'll be back in just a couple minutes with PGL. Don't go anywhere, guys. See ya.